Hey guys, how's it all going? It is Lee here and welcome to another video. Now I was sorting out some of my potions to make my Herblore tab look kind of pretty in my bank, and I decided why not and just do an overall bank video. Haven't done one for a fair few months now. My last one was around 4.5 bill, maybe a little bit more, because prices were a bit more back then than they are now. But I thought I'd do a bank video because that one is a relatively old video, and a few people have asked for an updated one, obviously with my loot tab becoming quite looking quite substantial in my bank now, which is very nice. So on my character in the keepsake, I've only got a 120 Slayer cape, my Fury ornament and my Ranger boots, so I'm not going to obviously bother taking them out of my keepsake to obviously re-keepsake them after the video. Nothing in the money pouch, so everything is just fully in the bank. I've got nothing in the GE, we'll have a look there, nothing in the GE. So we'll go straight into the bank. I'm going to try and make this short and sweet, get it done well under 10 minutes, hopefully anyway, if all goes to plan. So first tab, straight away, skill cape tab, in order that I did get them, and then I've started to order my 120s in the order that I did get them, obviously from a dungeoneering first to defense being my latest one with 9 120s, and then obviously I've got my completionist cape there next to that, finishing that row off, which is pretty nice. Then on to this is like the farming tab, the divination tab, that sort of skilling tab kind of thing. So I've got a lot of energies here that I've collected from doing divination and just buying them over the course of the year or whatever, or last year. I've got some divine locations which I did win off Treasure Hunter, along with like Witch Doctor stuff, clan stuff, lumberjack for wood cutting, and then some protein items from the Treasure Hunter which I won last year. Also crystal pickaxe, I recently got that. I need to work on the hatchet. I'm currently getting like harmony dust for that. Got like 10 so far out of the 4k I think it's needed. Got Trickster robe, that is from Fight Pits. I did boost that with an alt account, just multi-logged it, and eventually got that of a certain amount of wins. So moving on to my next tab, which is my Slayer tab, my Slayer gear tab. This is where I keep all of my Slayer gear, like my cannons, my mourners to get to Dark Beasts, Charming Imp. I have stackers of everything, so it's easy enough to take out, nothing jumps and stuff like that. Down here though, I've got a chaotic staff that I do use for when I do go to the Abyss to AFK some defense XP or anything like that. Got my full superior void, I upgraded it all on the double pest control point weekend, which was awesome. Spring cleaner, I obviously recently won that off the Treasure Hunter, and obviously some springs which you can buff the G to go with it. Got some masks that I've got, Slayer masks. I only use the Mask of the Dust for teleporting to the Chaos Tunnels for elite clue scrolls, and then I've got obviously my Dark Beast helm and my Abyssal Demon helm for doing my dailies whenever I do decide to do them anyway. And I've tuned Ectoplasmator. Basically what this is a bone crusher for ashes. When you have that with a demon horn necklace, it stacks as a bone crusher, which is very nice. Gem bag, Abyssal Demons and relatively general slaying. Mortrania legs, they are for Abyssal Demons. They give a plus 10% Slayer XP bonus when you do Slayer in the Slayer Tower, I believe. And then got some Fremenic sea boots for DK tasks. These actually note the bones, they are from the Fremenic elite tasks. Got two blood necklaces, got a Fury and the Farsight snipe necklace, which is awesome. Got my hybrid armor for Zami, well not for to my demon task, sorry. Got my broad arrows to fletch down here ready. I did spend like 135 million on a million broad arrows to get my fletching up there, because I'm progressing towards 200 million experience. So that is it for the Slayer gear tab, and obviously got 10 sets of brawlers of different kinds in the centre there from slaying. Next tab is my clue scroll tab. This is where I've been keeping all the loot recently since the update for elite clue scrolls with the dies and stuff. Haven't received any decent drops yet, but I'm storing them all in here. Got an elite clue to do. These skipping tickets down the bottom here I do buy just to get the clues done pretty much like 3 or 4 times quicker, because it's just so fast when you do have them. So yeah, that's pretty much the clue tab. Next tab is my summoning tab, there with the pouches that I do use the most. Obviously them being Steel Titans, Pack Yaks and Unicorns. I don't use them much anymore though. Then got the scrolls in order above or underneath the pouches. Got my charms, 7.8k crimsons, almost 3k blues, that's very nice. I don't collect golds or greens, just let my charming imp burn them off. Got some abyssal lurkers here for when I do decide to do thieving in Alpha City for 120 or 200 mil. Then got my eggs down here from Black Dragon tasks, Blue Dragon tasks, and then birds' nests, which I obtained obviously from 99 woodcutting. I don't do the kingdom management. I probably should, but I'm too lazy. Then got a few pets here which I need to fully grow to store in my house. Got the Zami bird, the monkey chameleon, and the raccoon. Got some leftover yak hides from double XP on summoning, and then a few of spirit gems and stuff which I don't really collect anymore. So yeah, that is the summoning tab. Now on to tab number 6, which is my runes tab, and it is another sort of skilling tab as well. As you can see, got all my runes and teleports in here with a few pieces of jewellery, necklaces, rings of jewelling and stuff like that. Got a few portents down here as well. Enchanted water tiara, that is very useful for the desert. Seal of passage, and then some scrimshaws and sign of lives and stuff like that. Got my harmonic dust, which I need to work on for my crystal hatchet. Necromancer kits, they are from the Shades of Morton mini quest, I think that is. Silverhawk boots, and then my auras down here. Nothing much really to brag about in this tab, to be honest with you. So next tab is my Herblore tab, which I've recently sorted out to make it look pretty. So we're starting off with 100ml vials. I've had these for ages. I'm not going to get any more, just rounded it off to 100 million, which is nice, just over that anyway, I think, if I examine. Oh, it doesn't say the quantity anymore, never mind. We got the potion flasks next to it, then the crystal flasks from Elf City, you can buy them as well. Some sandstone, which I decided to mine on the first few weeks of release of Elf City. And then we got the overloads, the extreme potions, and then the 3-dose, 4-dose potions of the respective ones in order. 6-dose flasks of overloads, perennials, and yeah, the rest, like anti-fires, restores. I do need to stock up and make a lot more potions, to be honest with you, obviously for 120 herb and stuff like that. Then these 2-dose ones here are from Queen Black Dragon, so they are sort of stashed in the corner, ready for that loot video, which is going to be done when I do decide to do Black Dragon tasks for Slayer. Got some brews there left over from when I stocked up on a load for, I think, the pre-release of Araxor, which is pretty nice. And then just got some regular 4-dose potions down the bottom here. 77 holy overloads, 704 clean tour stores ready for overloads, 160 ground mud runes, just for extreme magics in the future. So on to tab number 8, which is my loot tab, so my general PVM tab, my drop tab, everything. All the drops that I have received from 139 million experience in Slayer, and all of my loot videos are in this tab. So here we go, we got all the seeds, all the resources and stuff at the top, seeds, herbs, dragon hide, ceramic scales and stuff. This tab is valued at around, I think, 1.7 bill, which is pretty good. Recently obviously started to use the spring cleaner a lot more now, hence why the rune ore and the coal ore have shot up quite dramatically, which is very nice. 13.7k air bones, not too bad. 6.5k dragon bones, so obviously progressing towards the 8,000 I need for the completion of the Queen Black Dragon loot video. 5.6k Dagonoth King bones, they're all from DKs. I'm aiming for 10k for a loot video. Just over 1,000 Bandos bones from my Bandos loot video. Got ashes from Zami, ashes from Edemu's, tooth and loop halves. Got quite a lot of lem, to be honest with you. And then we got rune items down here. I did price check the rune items to a friend of mine not so long ago, and it came to around 270 mil just in rune items, obviously including the runite ore and bars as well, which is pretty amazing. So scrolling down to the main unique drops, then we have the Ascension keys from the Ascension tasks, Triskelion fragments and a couple of Triskelion keys made up, and then some crystal equipment from Edemu's, as well as some seeds from Edemu's tasks as well. Got all the dragon items here as well, like the dragon helms, 35D helms, 2 dragon chain bodies from Calvite tasks, Calvite Queen tasks, which when I did decide to do them. None from Dust Devils, so yeah, they are kind of rare, I think 1 in 20,000 or something like that. Then got some Dagonoth King loot down the bottom here, Demon Slayer from Calgarian Demons, Dragon Rider from Celestial Dragons, 8 Blood Necklace Shards, 9 Razorback Gauntlets. Here is the row of unique Slayer drops, 64 Dark Bows, 39 Whips, 1 Abyssal Wand, 6 Abyssal Orbs, 22 Granite Mauls, 3 Hex Crests and 4 Focus Sights, and then we've got 4 Static, 4 Tracking and 3 Pneumatic Gloves. They're from the Wood Awakes quest from the Krez Automatons. Then we got the ring set here from DKs, 45 Dragon Hatchets from DKs, 2 Dragon Kite Shields from QBD, 24 Visages, a lot of them are from Celestial Dragons and a fair few of them are from QBD as well. Did get one of them from an Iron Dragon though as well whilst slaying, which is kind of cool. 7 Dragon Bone upgrade kits, 22 stabilizers, 12 frames, 13 Royal Sights, 12 Royal Torsion Springs are the Royal Crossbow parts. And we've got the Glacial boots down the bottom there along with the Armadillo Battle Staff and 77 shards of Armadillo. We've got 6 pairs of Dragon Claws, kind of unlucky with Tormented Demons at the moment. We've got 1 pair of Dragon Limbs as well. And then we've got 1 Ruined Armor Slice and yeah, 2 Ruined Armor Slices, but obviously different types. Then onto the God Wars loot, we got obviously the shards down there here. Then onto the Armadillo items, 5 chest plates, 6 boots, 4 hilts, 9 Armadillo crossbows, even though these are from Sara, which do start off the Sara drops. So we got the Whisper, the Hisses, 10 Hisses, 7 Whispers, 3 Murmurs, 9 Sara swords, 2 hilts. Haven't been back to Sara since the 1000 loot video. Bandos items, haven't been back to Bandos really since the 1000 loot video anyway, so yeah, we got 8 war shields, 3 helms, chest plates, tassets, gloves, 3 of all them, 2 Bandos boots and 2 hilts. Now on to the Zamrock items, which I obviously do Zamrock for Great Demon tasks. 6 Zamrock hilts and 9 Garb of Subjugations, 6 Gown of Subjugations, and then the remaining items aren't really that expensive. We got 10 pairs of boots, which is very nice. So yeah, that is concluding the loot tab. Which yeah is around 1.7 bill. Like I said, this has been going on for well over a year now, and yeah, well, you know, I'm going to be kind of pleased, but obviously kind of sad when I do end up selling it. But you know, it's going to be freeing up some space in the bank because I'm running a little bit tight on bank space at the moment. And here we go then, guys. This is going to be the final tab where I keep all my weapons and armor and stuff. Here we go. I did recently add a new addition to this tab. I did reorganize it, reshift it about. I did have all the spirit shields at the top on my previous bank video, but now I've decided to put them down the side down here and just buy all the Barrows items, 2 of every Barrows set, just for like a nostalgia feeling really. Back in the day on like 2010, 2011, back when RS was at its prime, at its peak, I guess. I mean, it's still a lot of people play it now, but when you had the old graphics, the old armors and stuff like that, which are now obviously in the Solomon store, so I just bought that just for a nostalgia feeling really. We got 3 Robins, 3 Rangers. One of these Robin Hood hats was from a hard clue scroll, but obviously shifting that to the clue tab means, you know, shifting all 3 of them. We've got 2 sets of all the tier 90 shields there, just to match the opposite side really. 2 Master Wands, which, you know, I was going to sell them, but they go quite nicely there next to the cash stack. 146 mil cash. If I examine it, yeah, 146.6 mil. Then onto the gear then, we've got 4th 3rd age melee, 4th 3rd age mage, but I do need the amulet. I will add the amulet and also the 3rd age ranger in the future to come. Then that's followed by all the tier 90 all the tier 90 armors, Serenic, Malevolent, Tectonic. I do use Tectonic for God Wars tasks like Armadillo and Zami just to speed it up a little bit. And then onto the next items, Torva, Pernix, Virtus, and then we've got the boots and gloves respectively there lining up with each other. Then onto the tier 90 weapons, we've got Ascensions, Seismics, and Dragor longswords. Now in the future, I might end up buying a Nox staff and bow. Don't really see a point in buying the scythe unless I'm just going to have it in the bank just for, you know, a purpose of having every tier 90, and I might end up buying all the Drygors as well. But at the moment I do prefer dual wield over, you know, having a two-handed weapon. I mean, it's probably two-handed weapons are probably only good for DKs and possibly Tormented Demons, but anything else than that I do prefer just to use dual wield, so I don't see the point in buying a two-handed weapon at the moment in time. Then finally got my red party hat, which, you know, is my prized possession really. That is, I'm never going to sell it. It looks awesome, goes with the Slayer cape pretty nicely, as well as my hooded completionist cape, which enables you obviously to have two comp capes if you had a hooded one and a regular one, which is kind of nice. So yeah, there we go guys. I'm not going to price check anything because I've got so many items to withdraw, so I don't really know how much it's worth. I do have the wealth evaluator, but I don't really want to check it because of I don't know if it's accurate or whatever. I mean, I did do a little bit of a totting up on forum prices before, and it did come to around 6 bill my bank, so that is probably like how much it roughly is, possibly give or take a few hundred mil. So yeah guys, I do hope you enjoy watching. You know, that is my bank really, that is what I see every day, so it doesn't really make any difference to me, but to you guys it might surprise some of you and possibly motivate some of you to do some Slayer or whatever. But yeah guys, I do hope you enjoyed the bank video, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care guys, bye bye.